Hi, my name is Karen, and this is Karen's Corner. I want to give you an example of what to expect when you first start to spin. There's lots of videos out there on how to spin and all the wonderful things you can do with spinning, but there's nothing out there to show you what you're going to come across when you first start playing with your fiber. So, this is an example of what my granddaughter did. She's only 6 years old, but this is kind of what you might end up with when you first start to spin. There's lots of big lumpy parts that won't take the twist, and there's lots of places that twist fairly well. Now this usually happens because you're pulling the fiber and you're holding it here. So when you let go, you have this great big lump here and a thinner part here. Well, the twist is going to enter into the easier spot than into the harder spot. It's a similar thing with water flow or electricity. It'll always go in the direction of least resistance. So this is why you get a big lumpy spot like this. Now when you get a little bit better at it, and maybe your wheel might be a little bit running too fast or pulling in too hard for you, you'll end up with a really not too bad, but it's got way too much twist in it. And it's what you end up with is some weak spots and some strong spots, and it's not really getting where you want it to be yet, but it all comes in time, so don't worry about that. When I got a little bit better, I end up with this kind of stuff. Now, I still have some thick and thin spots, but it's a fairly thick, even yarn, and there's not too much over twist in it, so it doesn't twist back up on itself. So this is pretty good. And what I did with this is I overspun it with some silk. So core spinning, and I ended up with this, which is absolutely fabulously fun. And I knit scarves out of this, or you can put it into your loom if you have one. A knitter's loom is a really good idea for using up scrap pieces of yarn that you'll have left over as you learn to spin. When I got a little bit better, I started spinning some alpaca, and I think you can see what I ended up with. Fairly even. This is a 2-ply, believe it or not. Yay for me, this is a 2-ply yarn, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm doing a whole whack of it. I'm going to knit myself a scarf with this. The other things I did was, as I was learning it, this is also my learning curve. This is also a 2-ply. It's a little bit uneven. You can see some of the yarn is thicker than others, but still the twist is pretty good. It doesn't twist back up on itself. And it's a beautiful white. Believe it or not, this is a no-name sheep from a friend of mine who has meat sheep. And this one sheep actually has a fairly nice fleece, and it's soft and it's bright. And I wouldn't use it next to the skin, but it's great for hats and scarves and other things like that. It's fairly soft, and I just love it. And I have taken this from dirt down to this, so I'm really proud about that. The other thing I did was some blue face luster. Again, it's still a little bit uneven, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful twist, and it made a beautiful scarf, as you can see here. And I did this on a knitter's loom, and I'm very proud of this pattern. It's very pretty. When you first start to spin, may I suggest that you start with a drop spindle, and there's lots of videos on how different types and what you can do with them. It will help you learn how to pull your yarn, what kind of twist, just playing with the fiber and getting used to your spinning before you actually go out and purchase a spinning wheel. And if you already purchased a spinning wheel, persevere. You'll learn how to use it, drop your tension, slow you down your treadling, and you will again make very nice yarn. It took me about 2 years to get down to being able to do lace weight yarn. And there's lots of technology out there on how much twist and, twist per inch and all that stuff. Don't worry about that when you're first learning. It's no fault. Everything can be used, not necessarily for a specific use. When you want to start spinning things for lace or for socks and things like that, you'll have to learn a little bit more about the proper or the best wools to use or fibers to use and how much twist per inch and all that good stuff. But that's a little overwhelming when you're first learning how to spin. So don't be afraid, persevere. It's lots of fun, it's exciting, and there's so much possibilities as you learn to spin. I just get totally enamored with it, and I still am after 2 years of spinning. So persevere, enjoy. If you like my video, press the like button, and I will do some more. Maybe I will show you my spinning room next and all the fibers I've collected up and ready to go, and my looms and whatnot. Okay, so enjoy, have a wonderful day, and that brightness out there, that's still 3 feet. It's February 2nd. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.